I don't understand this.
Neither do I, but it'll keep Sergeant Davis out of mischief till he gets his wind back. You going to Donovan's do tonight?
Oh, I'd forgotten all about it. Yes, I'm going.
Good morning, Sergeant.
Morning, sir.
Look in on the way past and I'll go with you, all right?
Okay, fine. Good morning, Davis.
Good morning, sir.
This it is?
Yes, sir.
You know, there might be a commendation in this for you. The deputy commander knows how much work you've put in it.
Thank you, sir.
Look, I've got a little... Sit down, will you? I've got a little job here for you. A foreign national, a young girl by the name of Karolina Novakova. Her embassy says she's been receiving threats. Now, I want you to go down there. She's an au pair at Richmond and see what's going on.
What kind of threats?
Well, we don't know. The embassy never told us. She got through to her embassy. That's why I thought we had police stations. Nevertheless, she got through to the embassy passed it on to the Foreign Office. Foreign Office passed it on to the Home Office. And now I'm passing it on to you. Now, you tell me how you get on. I've sent for entry papers from alien registration.
I'd rather leave it till tomorrow, sir, if that would be all right.
No, it won't be all right, Sergeant. Why? What have you got to do?
Well, it is my rest day, sir. I only came in to give you that.
Got a problem, have you?
No. Just been nice to see the wife once in a while.
Yes, well, so say all of us. Now, look, you go down there, give me a brief outline of the situation, then you can go off duty. All right, Sergeant?
Very good, sir.
Okay, goodbye. Jackson, this is Chief Inspector Jordan here. I have your little note in front of me. Yeah, I know all about that, but look, when I approve an officer's expenses, I expect them to be passed, all right? Shee.
Sergeant Davis here, Sergeant.
Do you see him, Constable?
No.
Well, then you have your answer.
No, I mean, is he in, Sergeant?
Well, that's what you should have said, isn't it, Constable? Always be precise, my boy. It impresses the bench and confuses the defence. He's with Chief Inspector Jordan.
Oh.
God, what a morning. Here, lad, put this in there.
Right, Sergeant.
Open.
You what?
So it'll dry.
Oh, yeah.
He'll go far, that lad.
Are you off, Enders?
No. Where's Morrissey?
He'll be right back.
Yeah, it's your rest day, isn't it, boy?
Ha.
Oh, anything I can do?
No thanks, chap.
Don't mind.
I said no. Thanks all the same. Right, Morrissey. Let's go.
Right, sir.
Des, don't forget, tonight,
Tonight?
your last chance to take a drink off me.
Yes, of course, Ralph. I'll be there. By then I may need one.
Keep an eye on him, Powis.
Oh, he'll learn.
Not Morrissey.
Oh, there's Davis.
I think he's a bit concerned about his girl.
Oh, she's not ill, is she?
No, nothing like that. He doesn't think much of the chaps he's going about with.
Don't like the sound of that.
John, I wonder if you'd do something for me.
Yeah, sure.
Go and see this girl. Apparently she's been receiving threats. She's an au pair with a family at Richmond by the name of Ellis. See if Mrs. Ellis and the girl are going to be in this afternoon. If they are, phone through to the office and I'll meet you after lunch at Richmond Station, okay?
Yes, certainly.
If you have to contact me before then, leave a message with the clerk's office at Hammersmith Magistrates Court.
I'm sorry, Mummy. I think you're being very, very selfish. If it was a question of a year or so, I could understand, but this...
Please, let's not go through all that again.
Oh, I don't understand you at all. I really don't. Do you think you won't love each other in a few months' time? Is that it? Lynn, wait. Do wait. Daddy'll come round, you see. Just give him time to get used to the idea.
No, I'm not going to. He hasn't bothered to concern himself about what my feelings are.
Do you know what you're saying?
Well, when do we ever see him? He's hardly ever at home. I hardly ever see him. I'm surprised that he cares what I do.
Well, I don't think I care what you do, if that's what you think of your father. If you were ever at home at nights, you might realise how utterly exhausted he is when he comes in.
Oh, Mummy, I am sorry.
Oh, sorry's just a word.
Miriam Armitage. Miriam Armitage.
They inside?
Yes, they are.
I couldn't get here sooner.
Des, I'm not going to stand in their way.
What did you say?
I'm going to give my consent. You'll lose her if you stop her. Lose her altogether. Yes.
Is there a Sergeant Davis here? Telephone for Sergeant Davis? No?
By their rubbish shall they be remembered. Need a pantechnicon for this lot. Des? What's the matter?
You get married, have kids work for them. You think you've got a family and then...
Lynn? What's this?
Look at it.
Summons?
Yeah, that's right. A summons. To show cause why I choose to withhold my consent for my daughter to marry the man of her choice.
How old is she, Des?
August the 5th, she'll be 18.
I see. She won't wait 6 months, eh?
She won't.
Well, today's 17-year-olds are yesterday's 20-year-olds. You don't feel you can...
No, I damn well don't. He's a grubby little bastard, Ralph, always sniffing round my girl. He put her up to that. Can't get his own way, so he busts up the entire family. Oh, he's a right little charmer.
Set down for hearing today.
I've been.
And?
Just lost a daughter, that's all.
Hello? Yes? Yes, Morrissey, what is it? How long? All right, I'll tell him, hold on. It's Morrissey. He's been to that house. Your Miss Navarkova isn't there. The people don't know where she is. She disappeared 5 days ago.
Mrs. Ellis, this is,
Perhaps we might come in.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Thank you. My name's Davis, Detective Sergeant Davis. You've met my colleague, I believe.
Oh, please do sit down. Would you like some tea?
I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Yes, of course. It's awful of us not to have done something about it before. We're really terribly concerned for her.
Do you know her full name?
Karolina Navarkova. That's K-A-R.
yes,
O-L-I-N-A.
remarkable, thank you.
And do you happen to know her age?
I think 19.
Well, it's not important. It'll be on her entry forms. How long has she been with you, Mrs. Ellis?
Nearly a year.
And how did she come to be here?
I'm sorry.
Or did she come to you from another family, an agency, or how?
We put an advertisement in the paper and she answered it.
What sort of girl is she?
In what way?
Well, what do you think of her?
Well, she's a quiet girl, very willing, and the children liked her.
She go out much?
English classes 3 afternoons a week and 2 or 3 evenings out. She often goes to the pictures.
How much do you give her?
£3 a week. Of course, that includes all
Yes,
the food.
I understand that. Do you think she's got any money of her own?
Certainly enough for her needs. Clothes and things are never a problem.
Has she spoken to you about these threats?
Yes, she's mentioned them.
What did she tell you about them?
Well, nothing really, except that she had them.
From whom?
Oh, she didn't say.
Oh, what sort of things did the threats consist of?
I don't know, really. It sounds silly, but I don't really know.
But you do know that Miss Navarkova was threatened?
Oh, yes.
Because she told you?
Well, I've said so.
And having told you, she said nothing further about them? Is that what you're asking me to believe?
I don't think you have any right to take that attitude. I'm not asking you to believe anything. I'm just trying to answer your questions. I don't think you need to be offensive.
I'd be most grateful if you could give me a list of Miss Navarkova's friends.
I don't know any.
Nearly a year the girl's been here and you don't know any of her
If she had any,
friends.
she didn't bring them here.
I'd like to see her room. Have I your permission?
Yes, of course you may. It's the right
I'd be most grateful if you'd accompany us, madam.
Very well.
Is Sergeant Davis anywhere around?
I think he's still pursuing his inquiry, sir.
Still good. God, he went down there this morning.
Anything I can do? Last service to the brunt, so to speak.
No, thank you, Ralph. Would you tell him to get in touch with me when he comes in? Look, they're from Lamb's Conduit Street. Those ones.
Right.
Tell him.
I'll go if you like, Mrs. Ellis.
Any clothes missing?
I'm not sure. I think there's a dress not here. And, of course, the skirt and sweater she was wearing.
And that was when exactly?
Lunchtime on Thursday.
Did she say where she was going?
She didn't say anything. Thursdays are one of her language classes. She just left.
This is for you, Sergeant.
Thank you.
That's Carolina.
And your children?
Ruth and Philippa.
I'd like to borrow this if I may, madam. It'll be returned.
Of course.
You said earlier it was awful your not having done anything about it before. By that, I take it you mean not having gone to the police. Why didn't you?
We just couldn't believe that she wouldn't come back. You see, we thought she was staying overnight with friends, and then when we did begin to get worried, I discussed with my husband about going to the police, but we decided to give it one more day, and then this officer arrived.
You delayed, even though you knew she'd been receiving threats.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much for assisting us with our inquiries, madam. We're most grateful. Oh, what does your husband do, Mrs. Ellis?
He's a journalist, freelance. Is it of some consequence?
No, not at all, madam. Good afternoon.
You really think she does know what's happened to the girl?
I don't know. Perhaps not. She's certainly keeping something back. What was that phone call?
Oh, sorry. Sergeant Donovan thinks you ought to contact Jordan.
What did you say?
What? Oh, Chief Inspector Jordan. Sergeant Donovan thinks you ought to tell him about the girl right away.
Right. You go and have a cup of tea.
might not do it for nothing, but the super said not in my manner you won't. You do it in F Division, they're more used to it there. This'll put the sparkle back into your eyes. I'm sorry I had to phone you, Des, but I thought you ought to put Jordan in the picture about that girl.
That's all right, thanks, Ralph. I gave him a ring.
It's always telling stories.
Jim, see you later.
Yes.
A sad occasion, Ralph.
Not for him, it isn't.
Well, I hope he has some regrets at leaving us, eh?
I'll admit to a few. Well, what are you going to have, gentlemen?
Well, I'll have half a bitter, please, Ralph.
And you, sir?
Ah, the same.
Right.
The same.
Come over here where there's a bit more room. Jordan tells me the girl's not there.
Yes, sir. Or rather, no. She's not been there since Thursday. What makes this girl so important?
I can't tell you because I don't know, but she obviously is important. The Home Office was on the phone half an hour ago asking if we'd interviewed her yet. I had to say we hadn't because we couldn't find her.
One for you, sir?
Ah, thank you, Ralph. No, Ralph? Here's to you.
Thank you, sir.
Your good health.
Thank you. Down over here, I think.
Anyway, they were back on the phone in 10 minutes, and the net result is there's a meeting tomorrow morning at Chief Inspector Jordan's office at 10 o'clock.
You want me there, sir?
Oh, yes. It's damn all we can tell you. Look, I don't want to break up this party now. Come to my office a few minutes beforehand, will you? Now, there's Jim Wallace. I must have a word with him. Excuse me, will you?
You're looking tired. Why don't you go home and get some sleep, huh?
And so tonight, Prague and all other cities in Czechoslovakia enter a new and sterner phase. According to reports just coming in from the West German television service, the new president, Jan Novak, will return the country to an even tougher course than that steered by his hardline predecessor. After the news summary, we'll be going...
Just in time. Same again, sir?
No, thank you, Ralph. I've got to get back to the office. Look, you know that file I let you have?
On the girl, sir?
Yeah. Where is it?
It's on my desk. Do you want me to get it?
No. I'll tell you what I will do. I'll take your office keys, save bothering security. Thank you.
Here we are, lads.
Oh, lovely.
What's Jordan up to, then?
Oh, he's always up to something. That's how you get to be Chief Inspector.
One good reason for leaving, I suppose. Well, cheers.
Cheers, my boy.
This is Chief Inspector Jordan here.
Sir?
Can you tell me what delay there would be in a call to Prague?
Now, sir?
Yes, now.
Oh, not much. Half an hour.
Half an hour? Oh, good. Look, would you get me the duty officer at the Foreign Office, please?
Not Prague.
No, the Foreign Office.
Oh, right away, sir. I'll call you back.
Fine. Hello.
Your call to the Foreign Office, sir.
Thank you.
Duty officer here.
Oh, yes, look, I wonder, would you call someone in our embassy in Prague and ask them to call up someone and ask if they're there? Is that possible?
I don't see why not. It's our Chief Inspector.
Jordan here.
You won't mind if I call you back on your number?
No. Better be safe than sorry.
Yes.
Look, I'd like my message done in code. Is that a problem?
No, it happens all the time. Especially tonight. I'll call you back directly.
Here, thanks. You know, there's been another political upheaval in Czechoslovakia.
Some of the lads were saying.
Well, I phoned your Miss Novakova's number.
In Prague?
Yeah.
Well?
She's not there.
Seems an expensive way to find out, sir.
The precise words used are not without interest. I mean, even allowing for translation, they're interesting. The president's daughter is not at home. Now, what do you make of that, Sergeant?
President's daughter.
The President's daughter?
Oh, come on.
My dear fellow, I had absolutely no idea.
Now, look, all this perfidious Albion performance belongs to yesterday. Are you actually trying to tell me the Foreign Office didn't know?
No less than the truth, I'm afraid.
You mean this happens every time an au pair girl strays off? The Foreign Office get involved, we get visitors from the Guild's embassy? Detective sergeants rush all over the home counties? Is that normal?
Oh, come off it, Superintendent. It was quite obvious the embassy was concealing something. Otherwise, as you say, why all the fuss? But if they won't tell us, how are we to know who the child's father is?
Well, hell, Chief Inspector Jordan just thought it odd enough to think twice about it.
It is your job, after all. I don't mean to...
You don't mean to be rude, but you're just setting the record straight, is that it? Yes, come in.
Mr. Moxon, this is Detective Sergeant Davis, Detective Constable Morrissey. You
Yes?
know each other.
Send them up, will you? They're on the way.
Before they arrive, sir, could I clarify something?
Sergeant Davis, I only hope that somebody will.
The girl's name, sir, Novakova. The new president's name is Novak. I don't...
Novak the man, Novakova the wife or daughter. Ova is a feminine ending.
Aha, the Foreign Office does know something. Now, Sergeant Davis, it is just barely possible that this is a perfectly ordinary Section 16 felony. Not likely, but possible. If it is, Richmond police ought to be informed. Has any approach been made to them?
Not yet.
Well, we don't want a problem there. You get on to the chief super down there. All right. Come in.
Morrissey.
Morning, sir. How agreeable to see you again, Mr. Belak.
The Moxon.
Chief Superintendent Inman.
You're looking very well, Mr. Belak.
And Chief Inspector Jordan.
Again.
Hello.
And Detective Constable Morrissey. Sir. This is Detective Sergeant Davis.
Oh, please take a seat, Mr. Belak.
Here you go.
You are, of course, all aware of Mr. Belak's position at the embassy.
Would you like some coffee?
Thank you, no.
Chief Superintendent?
Yes. Mr. Belak, yesterday morning we received a Home Office instruction to inquire into threats received by a young national of yours. I gather that this instruction arose from an approach made by your embassy to the Foreign Office here.
That is correct.
Detective Sergeant Davis went to the address supplied by you, and which also appears on the Guild's entry papers, and was told that the Guild had been missing from that address for 5 days. Now, Mr. Belak, clearly this is no ordinary case of a truant au pair girl.
She's the daughter of our president. You've not heard the news?
Oh, yes, Mr. Belak, we know.
Then you can understand that she must be found quickly and without fuss.
Well, we could circulate Miss Novakova as missing.
That would make it general knowledge?
Probably. The press would get onto it.
No.
That would be the quickest way to find her. Press release, publication of her photograph, safer for the girl.
We telephoned Prague this morning. No publicity.
I see.
Our president expects that the English police will find the girl with dispatch and discretion.
Mr. Belak, you may rest assured that the English police will do absolutely everything possible.
I hope so. The consequences of the Kobiner affair can hardly be said to have given much cause for satisfaction. To either of us, don't you agree, Mr. Moxon?
There was certainly...
Contact me at any time, Superintendent.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Belak.
Good day, gentlemen.
Good day, sir.
Good day, Mr. Belak.
Of course, the damn girl never received any threats.
Oh, really?
Oh, I should say they've known from the start that the girl was missing.
How does that make the threats untrue?
Well, go back almost a year. The girl arrives in this country. Now, don't forget, her father isn't president yet. Until yesterday, he's merely a high-ranking member of the Czech Communist Party. Why they let the girl come here in the first place is beyond me, but they do. But they would need somebody to keep an eye on her, probably the family she's staying with. All right. A couple of weeks ago, there are signs of a political upheaval back home. Now, the ambassador here will probably have a damn good idea who is likely to come out on top, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Then, a few days ago, Ellis, who must have been vetted by the Czechs, and that doesn't exactly make him a Tory, Ellis reports to the Czech embassy that the girl is missing. Perhaps not at once. Maybe he was scared. The embassy, knowing what's in the wind, have to get us looking for the girl whose father, don't forget, may soon be the president, without letting the cat out of the bag.
So they invent the threats and leave us to find that she's missing.
Exactly.
But what I don't understand is why don't they want publicity? I mean, there's nothing to hide now.
Oh, her being here at all could be a political embarrassment for the father.
Wow. President's daughter prefers freedom. Wow.
Oh, they're also probably afraid that she may be the focus for expatriate action groups.
Unless she's become that already,
Oh,
sir.
indeed, Sergeant, indeed.
I must go. I should be most grateful if you could let me have progress reports.
Chief Inspector Jordan will keep you informed.
We will wish to know.
Sergeant, see Mr. Moxon down, will
My
you?
coat, please. Goodbye, Chief Superintendent.
And you,
Chief
Mr. Moxon,
Inspector.
thank you for coming.
Bye.
Now, what's Pritchard doing?
Pritchard is doing preparatory security on the American visit.
No, it's not for a month yet, is it? Can he help, Davis?
Don't see why not.
Good. By the way, now Donovan's gone, I suggest you put them in with Sergeant Oram.
Sergeant Orham's tied up in that Lakenheath business.
Oh,
That
you're
is
right.
top security.
You're right, he'll have to stay on that until he's completed it. But get him along this end as soon as you can, will you? OK, I'll leave Miss Novakova to you, but I shall want daily reports. Oh, and you'll want that, won't you? Moxon was in good form, didn't you think?
Morrissey, what are you doing?
Reading the papers, sir.
No, what are you supposed to be doing?
I'm waiting for,
Oh, come along now. Look, it doesn't matter. Where is Sergeant Davis?
Well, he's
Come on, some of us have got some work to do. Where is he?
He's in the lavatory, sir.
Well, get him out. I mean, we've got no time for that sort of thing.
I'm going down to Richmond shortly. I'll put you in the picture before I go.
Right, sir.
Get on to photographic, get them to run off a dozen copies of that.
Yes, sir.
Once you've done that, start compiling a checklist of all the hospitals. We're going to have to do the spade work on this ourselves.
Right, sir.
Oh, give us your pocketbook, will you? What the hell's this?
Shorthand, Sergeant.
I doubt if Mr. Pittman would agree with you. Thanks, I'll trust my memory.
Yeah?
Elsie?
Yeah? Is that you, Des?
What did you think it was?
Oh, I wasn't thinking.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. What do you want?
I just thought I'd give you a ring, see if you were okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I was wondering if you'd like to eat out tonight. Come up to town and find somewhere nice to eat.
Can we afford it?
Look, would you like to?
Well, you know I would.
All right. Meet me at the Red Lion behind the office, 6 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Charlie. Would you give me their addresses, please? Thank you. Well, that's in Walham Green, isn't it? Thank you very much. Metropolitan Police here. I wonder if you would check your admissions since last Thursday night. We're looking for a foreign girl, late teens, dark hair, green eyes, name of Carolina. No, that's the only name we have. Would you do that? 230-1212. Thank you very much indeed. Morrissey, here's a list of hospitals. They've each got an unidentified girl. Will you go to them? If you don't get any joy, ring in and I'll give you another group,
Yes,
right?
sir.
There's an anti-communist Czech nationalist group in Fulham. Would you do those?
Right, I'll be back after lunch, sir.
Thank you very much. Oh, hello. Hold on. Morrissey, you got a photograph?
Yes, sir.
This is...
Mr. Ellis?
Yes?
I'm from the Metropolitan Police. I wonder if I might ask you a few questions.
I'm very busy. What's it about?
Your au pair, Miss Novakova.
I'd like to see your warrant card.
Detective Sergeant Davis, sir.
You were here yesterday. You searched her room. I'd like to see your authority for doing that.
Mrs. Ellis freely gave her consent, sir.
After you and another policeman had forced her to it while she was alone in the house.
Mrs. Ellis is at liberty to make a complaint if she wishes.
I don't need you to tell me what rights a private citizen has. Thank you. Are you trying to stop me shutting my own front door, Sergeant?
Why didn't you tell the police that Miss Novakova was missing?
My wife has already given you all the help we can. I decline to be pestered further.
You're a right charmer, aren't you?
Any result yet?
No, nothing at all yet.
Getting on a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting very late.
Well, we better talk about it in the morning. 9:30 my office, okay?
9:30.
Good night, then.
Good night to you. Good night to you. This is the Metropolitan Police here. Would you check your missing since Thursday last?
A glass of sherry, please.
Sweet or dry, madam?
Oh, medium if you have it.
And Walham Green?
Oh, the information was a load of crap, sir.
What'd you say, Sergeant?
The address has been a hole in the ground for all of 3 months, sir.
That's what I thought you said. Come in.
Yes, sir.
Davis, look, the interview is off. The chief superintendent wants us in the morning. By the way, there's nothing on that Ellis family.
Pity, sir. I was rather hoping there might be. Is Morrissey back yet, sir?
No, not yet.
Well, I'm off, gentlemen. Good night.
Good night, Des.
Yeah. Good night, Sergeant.
Scotch, please, Bert.
Do you know the last time you took me out to dinner?
No.
Just you think.
And, expert, whatever it is for the wife.
Medium dry sherry. That'll be 6 and 6, sir. Thank you.
When was it?
My birthday, 5 years ago.
Cheers.
Cheers. Des, you're going round to Auntie Dorothy's.
Why would I want to go there?
Oh, you know very well what I
Look,
mean.
Elsie, I want to sit here quietly and have my drink. I don't want to talk about her.
Do you know, Des? Lynn, yes, that's her name. She really takes after you. She's selfish in the same way as you are. And I'm sick and tired of seeing you tear each other to pieces.
I'm not going to sit here
You're
and
so stupid about it. All she wanted was to go out with the boy. You get on your high horse, start waving your arms about, and of course the poor kid ends up in his arms.
I'm not going to listen
Do you
to
know
this.
what
Look, Elsie, I suggest we drop it.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps you are. But you're a fool, Des. Do you know that when she took her things, she took everything except that little doll's cot you made for her?
She left that.
I'm surprised you even remember it.
She took everything else, even her teddy bear.
All she left was the thing you made for her, and I hope you're proud of what that means.
Bert, phone, please. Mrs. Ellis? Mrs. Davis here. Sergeant Davis. I wondered if you could tell me something. Did Carolina have a doll or a teddy bear or anything like that? Yes. Well, would you look and see if it's still in her room? You're sure of that? That's what I thought. Now, Mrs. Ellis, I'm convinced Carolina went off somewhere of her own accord, and someone must know where. What time do your kids get back from school? Well, what happens between then and tea time? Do they? Right, Mrs. Ellis, this is what I want you to do. Come on, then.
Ruth is with you. Did you have a good day at school today? Yeah. What did you learn today then?
Good afternoon, miss. I'm a police officer. Do you happen to know this person?
No. No, I don't know.
You look after that little girl, don't you, miss?
Yes.
You bring her here often?
After school, yes.
And she obviously plays with these two often?
That is so.
And you don't know the girl who brings them?
Well, I don't want to...
Carolina's done nothing wrong, miss, but she could come to harm. If you help us, it might help her.
Well, it's true I know where she is, but...
If I could just have the address, miss.
It's 57.
Yes?
Miss Carolina Novakova?
Yes?
Good afternoon, miss. I'm a police officer.
You'd better come in. Please sit down, Mr.
Davis, Detective Sergeant Davis. I wonder if I could see the identity card given you by the Aliens Registration Office and your passport, please, miss. Thank you.
There is something wrong I have done?
I don't know, miss.
Why then are you seeing me? Is it because of my father?
The people you were staying with, Mr. and Mrs. Ellis, told us that you've been receiving threats.
Threats? Threats? They are just spies.
Spies, miss?
No, not the kind you mean. Would you like some coffee?
No, thanks.
I will make some for myself.
In what way are they spies, miss?
They spy on me. They tell the embassy everything that I do. I leave Czechoslovakia. It is not very easy, you understand. My father is very reluctant, but he lets me come. I come here to learn English, but most to be on my own.
How did you come to be staying with the Ellises?
In Prague, I saw an advertisement in an English paper. I answered. I thought I was doing it all myself.
And then you discovered it had all been arranged. When? 5 days ago?
I was leaving the house one day, and I overheard the husband talking on the telephone. Talking about me, telling them all that I do. Excuse me.
How old are you?
19.
And you think you're old enough to be on your own? It doesn't occur to you that your father's entitled to know what you're up to and how you are?
They were spying on my private life.
Oh, I see. You're one of these young ladies who think that parental concern is spying. Is that it?
I'm sorry, I do not understand.
Forget it.
But you are angry. Why? Is it because of that?
You can do what you like. You're not my daughter.
But why are you angry?
I'm not angry with you. You're a child. I'm sorry, that's all.
A child? That is what I am to you?
Forget it, miss.
I will not forget it. You tell me I'm a child. Then you would not like to go to bed with me?
Is there a telephone?
There is one downstairs.
You hear?
Sergeant Davis has got her in his room. There's a woman police constable.
That'll be for me. Inman speaking. Ah, yes, put him on, will you? Home office. Yes, this is Chief Superintendent Inman, yes. Go on. Yes, of course. Understood. Yes, right. Thank you. Goodbye. You're a romantic.
Davis? Yes, sir, right away. No, sir, half an hour to spare. Right. Transport? Sergeant Davis, Special Branch. I want a car outside the back entrance immediately, please. Heathrow. Thank you. Right, miss.
Where are we going?
Home.
To Richmond?
To Prague. Come on.
But I want to stay here. I do not wish to return.
I'm sorry, miss. This country doesn't want you.
But I have done nothing wrong. I have no wish to go back.
Come on.
But I must stay.
Why must you?
I'm in love with somebody here.
Sorry, love. Should have thought of that before.
Chief Inspector Jordan. Thank you. That was Sergeant Davis from Heathrow. Girl's just taken off.
Very satisfactory.
I fail to understand the cause of your satisfaction.
A job well done and without complications. Would that it were always so, Chief Superintendent.
I doubt if the girl would agree with you.
Ah, the girl.
You know, Your department. You don't deal with people, do you? I mean, they're just events for you.
You're not usually as simple-minded as this, Chief Inspector. Of course, we're deeply sorry.
Sorry is just a word.